Sir. Ready, sir?
Sir.
Start here.
Okay. A warm good evening to all. It gives an immense pleasure to welcome you all to today's webinar session. That is 25th webinar session conducted by Mar Baselis College of Education, Sultan Bathery, IQAC, in collaboration with Association of International Researchers of Indian Origin and Council for Teacher Education Foundation, CTF Kerala chapter. First of all, it is my pleasure to give welcome to our resource person, Dr. Suresh Kumar Murugesan, Assistant Professor, Department of Psychology, the American College, Madurai, Tamilnadu, on the topic, Brain Techniques for Improvement of Attention and Concentration among Students. So we want to know more about Suresh Kumar Murugesan, sir. He has a lot of teaching experience in various colleges. We know that he published more than 27 papers in journal, more than 3 books. He published more than 13 seminar sessions and conducting 14 training programs, more than 40 seminar paper published. So he is the founder of Yellow Pond Counseling and Wellness Center, Madurai. So we truly honored to have with Suresh sir, assistant professor and a distinguished counseling psychologist. Sir, we are delighted with your presence and deeply appreciate your willing to share your knowledge and experience with us today. I also welcome Dr. Ms. Geeta, Chairman, CTF Kerala Chapter, and Rajeshri K, President, Aereo Kerala Chapter, for giving support and guidance for our. I also take opportunity to welcome our principal, Dr. Sunil Kumar Jian, taking initiative to conduct this program. I also welcome Bhavana M, our student coordinator, faculty members from Marbasir College, Sultan Bathery, student participants, and participants from other institutions to this program. Then I welcome Suresh Kumar sir to handle this webinar session. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Rajesh sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Most respected principal of MAR, Vasilios College of Education, my dear friend Dr. Sunit Kumar sir, and the program convener Dr. Rajesh Kumar sir, Assistant Professor in Commerce of the college, and student coordinator and faculty members, and the Association, Council for Teacher Education of Kerala, IQAC of the college. Thank you for that wonderful opportunity given to me to share my learning with you all on the topic, brain techniques for attention and concentration. When we study the course education, without attention and concentration, I think practically nothing would happen to us. I hope you all agree with me that. And that's why when you look at that and methodology or even psychology, everyone, they are focusing on attention and concentration. I will let you know about these things. I remember that the attention span of the students 50 years back, 5 years back, and right now. I hope you all agree with me. It is rapidly decline the attention span. There is one study which is quoted that the attention span of, I think we used to have a fish in our tank, am I right? Goldfish. It has a better attention span than the human being. To measure attention span, when we go to the education psychology laboratory, you can able to touch it as scope, where we used to know about that meaningful words, non-meaningful words, numbers, dots, and then we'll find out what is our level of attention span. Generally, it is plus or minus 7. Plus or minus 7. Okay, and I'll move on to that. There are many factors are there for our attention. Even if it is on small size, it will attract us. Even if it's a big size, it will attract us. The novelty, something new, I think it will attract us. And that's why we insist the student teachers, those who want to become a most efficient teacher in the classroom, they must prepare a teaching aids. The main purpose of preparing teaching aids to have the attention of the learners in the particular teaching learning process. And once we are having the attention, then we have to sustain that attention for a longer period of time that we can call as concentration. Sustain is very difficult. And when we are having the smartphone, we will swipe them the swords, reels and everything. And our attention span is not, it is very difficult for us to concentrate on particular lecture. I remember one of the youth who came for a counseling. He is around 17 years old and the only child of the family, and they are well-to-do family. And they told that, sir, we shifted to 3 to 4 institutions, but he is not going to the college. Can you make an effort? That's the point they told. I tried to interact with him. I just narrated a simple concept to him. He is not able to comprehend. Please understand, he is not able to comprehend a small story I narrated to him. So completely attention is collapsed and he is not able to concentrate. He is not able to reflect what I told to him. And that is a sad reality. We have to accept it. And when we find out the root cause for the problem, it is on many things. And for biological, I think we all know that if there is an accident, head injury is the main cause. On the other hand, we'll come to that. I need not worry about it. The drugs and alcohol, that nowadays youths are more, what we can say, they want to try something new. Curiosity and adrenaline drive lead them to settle down in a negative coping mechanism like drugs and alcohols. So that destroys a lot of the brain areas. The neurodegenerations are very quickly happen to the youngsters. And another important thing is about every one of us, without knowing that the impact of the mobile phone usage. One study is saying that before COVID-19, 3.5 hours, if you are using your mobile phone, you will be labeled or called as an addicted to internet, addicted to mobile phone. And after COVID-19, when we were exposed to many online classes, the benchmark 3.5 hours is increased to 7 hours. Now, if any one of your friend circle, those who are using more than 7 hours in a day, which means they are highly addicted to the screen. Highly addicted to the screen. And when we look at them, they are not able to concentrate. They are not able to concentrate. What? We are having different learning styles. I hope we all know that. Visual, oral, read and write, and kinesthetic. When it comes to the devices, and they are more on visual learning rather than all three other learning styles are submissive in nature. They are not able to compete with that visual learning because of the media influence. Okay. And it is not a single case. I found there are many cases with attention and concentration problem. And recently there are predominantly you can able to see a particular term called ADHD, attention deficit and hyperactive. So that's another problem. But I'm not able to focusing on the disorder. I'm going to find out or giving on a simple strategies, what we can call as brain techniques. When we apply or when we are using these techniques, it will help us to sustain our attention and concentration for a longer period of time. And attention and concentration are the core foundation, founding pillars for our learning. When the foundations are not done properly, and the learning is not happening. So I'm going to let you know for this presentation, I collected as much as brain techniques, but I try to cover 25 techniques I have covered. But anyhow, my presentation is for another 45 minutes. I hope I can able to cover 10 techniques in today's presentation. And if you have any questions in your mind would like to ask related to attention, feel free to stop me at any point. And you can ask me. I'm trying to give the answer for your questions. With that, I can move on to the next slide. Okay. What is the first technique I'm going to let you know? The first technique is about focused attention. Focused attention breathing. It is otherwise called mindful breathing. So what you can do that, you can sit in a straight. Okay, the ultimate aim of this technique is இன்னும் நான் ஒரு ஆன்லைன் செஷன்ல இருக்கேங்க, நான் முடிச்சோம். ஓகே. Sorry, friends, I received a call from the office. Okay. The focused attention breathing. I hope you all know that I'm not going to give many of the technique which is not known to you, but I'm going to give on the evidence-based, which was proven that, and these technique will help us to improve our attention and concentration. Okay. The first one is to sustain our attention, single targeted breath. By breathing, how we can able to increase the attention. That is an aim. Here, the purpose is when we are going for a running. For example, it is a relay race or a 100-meter race. When you look at athletes in the ground, what they will do? They will do the warm-up, am I right? They just do the warm-up. Same thing. Before doing this focused breathing, focused attention breathing, you can just do the warm-up. So how you can do that? Just breathe in and breathe out very relaxedly and sit upright, straight. Okay. And you have to keep your feet on the ground. That we can call as grounding. They say that grounding. And what you can do that, you can close your eyes or you can able to downcast. So that's the way you can shuttle your eyes. So these are the posture you have to maintain. Then what you can do that? Just inhale and exhale your abdomen. Through nostrils, you have to inhale and exhale, and you have to observe your abdomen. Okay. I'm just going to show that demo. And you can able to see the air is going inside through our nostril and coming back through the nostril, and you can able to see the changes which is happening in your abdomen. Whenever there is when we do this breathing, sometimes our attention will wind up. So it may be you hear something, a sound from that neighbor's house, or you think about something happened in the yesterday or long back, or you may think about what will happen in the future, or you feel that good or bad. You label that, yes, my thoughts are wandering, thinking about that particular thing. You just label it. And gently, you have to coming back to your breathing. Just come back and do that. When we do these exercises, when we do these focused attention for 6 to 10 minutes, and we can able to see, and what I can say, you can able to see that the air going inside and outside. Your focused attention sustained to your breathing. And gradually you can take the pause. For example, I'm quickly inhaling, exhaling, and take relaxed breathing and relaxed breath out. And just observe how it is going. And you just concentrate only on the breathing. And it should be done close to your eyes. That is a more ideal way. You can do this exercise for 6 to 10 minutes. I used to say to my student, whenever they feel more restless, they are not able to concentrate, or if they feel sleepy, I will ask them, you can do these things for 6 to 10 minutes. The ultimate aim of the teacher's objective is they want to teach the learners a particular subject. If it is on simple, it is not at all problem. If it is on complex, if it is on abstract, and it is our duty, when they were open, when they are free, we can able to teach them. So we need to ensure them, and it should be done every day, and every week we can do practice this focused attention breathing. I think the most simplest exercise you can use it for sustaining your attention. I hope you all agree with me. Many of you may done these things, and you may wonder how these attention, focusing on attention on breathing will sustain my attention. You just do that for 6 to 10 minutes, and you can able to read something, and you can able to see the changes. I can give an example of my own family member itself. My elder son, whenever he wandering, I used to say them. I'll ask them, sit in a place, close your eyes, just observe your breathing. I'll ask him to observe his breathing very slowly. Don't be very counting rhythmic or something. Very slowly, as slow as possible. That is the instruction I'll give it to him. And at the end, I will ask him to read, and he will read for 30 minutes. And if I'm not saying these things, if I ask him to read, he will, after 15 minutes, and he will look at here and there and do scratches. So these kind of things he will do. So I observed in my family itself. So I hope when you want to see that the effectiveness of this technique, you can check with your friends also. Now I move on to the next one. This is called box breathing technique. Box breathing is on, when we look at that, earlier it is on a simplest version of focusing our attention to the breathing and breathe. And this one is called mindful box breathing or mindful square breathing. It is otherwise called mindful box breathing, mindful square breathing. So how you can do that? The same procedure, you can sit straight, okay? And you can see here, and this technique, you can use it for whenever your thoughts are wandering, whenever your feelings are not normal or are not under your control, you can use this technique. Okay, I'll let you know. See here. So 4 count, I'm just inhaling, and another 4 count, I'm just holding it. And another 4 count, I'm releasing it. And again, another 4 count, I'm taking the pause. When you look at here, 4, 4, 4, 4. All the 4 sides are equal, we can say, yeah, box or square. So that's why it is called square breathing. So just close your eyes, and this is called one cycle. So when you do one time, it is called one cycle. When you do these things for 9 times, then you can able to see regulating your thoughts. Just imagine if you are having the fan, and when you want to regulate your fan, what you will do? 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 1. I'm like the same way, when you do these exercises, you have to repeat these things 3 to 5 minutes before study. Whatever may be, when there is an examination, you are going to study, and you can use it. And which was proven by evidence. So in a very recent study done by one of the researcher, and they found that it increased the attention of the student and minimize the stress of the students also. Okay, I'll just give the demo for 3 cycle, but you can do that 9 cycle. Okay, see here. So this is a way you can able to do this square breathing, and which is proven that it is the most effective technique. And you can also try this exercise at your comfortable place. Okay. The next technique is about body scan attention technique. Okay. Body scan means, I hope you all know that we are having 5 sensory organs. The next one, grounding, will be there. Whenever we feel something, irritability or uncomfortness in our any one of the body part, just imagine that I'm having the muscle strain over here. Okay, if I study, what will happen to me? And this pain will be disturb me a lot. Okay, and this body technique will help us to know that the different body portions. And there is one more method is called, I hope, if any of you know the Yoga Nitra, if you are aware about that, and they use these similar to body scan attention training, similar to that, but it is not exactly one. And this technique is proved by 2 studies in 2003 by one of the researcher, and 2019 also they done that. When we do these body scanning technique, that will increase our awareness and attention control. We can able to sustain the attention for longer period of time. So what you can do that? Toe to head. Toe to head. So you can able to close your eyes, and someone has to give the instruction. Now close your eyes and gently breathe in and breathe out, and you can observe your toe, right leg toe, and the next finger, the next finger, and the next finger, and the bottom of the foot, and the upper side of the foot, and you can able to see that angle then you can able to see your muscles, calf muscles, and your knee and thigh, and you can move on to the hip of the right side, and you can move on to the right side of your body and right chest, and you can able to feel the right hand shoulder and right hand knee and right hand um, big finger. So you can see one by one all the fingers. You can just focus on that. Then you can move on to your head, and you are moving to that right eye and head. You are moving to that left eye, left ear, and you are coming back to that left shoulder and forehead, forehand, and you can able to see all the fingers, all the 5 fingers. You focus on that. Then you are coming to that left chest and left abdomen, and you are going down the left hip, and you can able to see the left thigh of your leg, and you are moving on to that knee, and you are moving onto the calf muscles and moving onto the upper side of your left leg and the bottom side of the foot, and you're just observing one by one. So these, when we do so, we are gradually focusing our attention from the whole body part. So here we are sustaining our attention. When we notice that these things must be done non-judgmental. Non-judgmental. Whenever sometimes we may have the distractions, no? We have to acknowledge and return back to the segment where we are stopped. So this is the way we can able to start. This is called body scan method. Body scan method. Sometimes they used to call us on mindful body scan method. So this is a third technique. Okay, I'll move on to the next one. This one, I hope you are aware about that. I'm using the term called mindfulness. Mindfulness is the core element for being at the present. When we are reading a particular subject, when we are not in the present, we are not able to get what is there in the content. Okay. So we have to train flexible and non-reactive awareness of moment by moment experience. So the present moment we have to experience. How it could be done? Open monitoring. So no single anger will be there for this. We have to sit quietly and we have to notice our thoughts. Okay. Yeah, yes.
Do you want anything?
Hello. Can I continue or would you like to ask questions? Okay. And this technique is already done by researchers, and they've proven that it also helps us to improve that the cognitive flexibility. Cognitive flexibility is one of the important components for our mindfulness. So how we come to know that we are mindful? We can check our attitude. So one is about openness, non-reactive, accept the reality. So these are the core, the base for mindfulness. Okay, how we can do these things? We have to sit quietly, and what you can do that you can notice your thought process. Just simply you can observe what kind of thoughts are coming, and you can see the senses in the room where you are there, and how you feel about the particular moment. And you can note it down and don't hold it and just let it go. Just let it go. And every 30 to 60 seconds, it need to be done. Okay, you can label it and just release one by, okay, I'm having the thought about that. So I'm not able to concentrate. I'm having the thought about, I feel that, I feel very good. I feel hungry. So whatever feeling you are having, just acknowledge it, and after 30 to 60 seconds, just release it. So this is called open monitoring mindfulness technique. I'm going to give you as much as technique, and you can see that which one you feel that most effective for you, and you can able to practice. And I move on to the next technique. Okay. It is called grounding technique. Grounding or a sensory grounding, and they'll say. I think the prospective student teachers and teacher educators are over here. I hope you all studied Edgar Dale's Cone of Experience. Okay. I hear, I forgot. When you hear a lecture, you will forget the lecture. I see, I remember. When you look at the visual, you can able to remember. I do, I understand. I do, I understand. When you want to understand the concept, you have to do, which means practically you have to engage yourself. The best way you can able to learn. Lecture method is only 10%, and visual 20 to 30%, drama 30 to 40%, field experience 60-70 experience, problem solving 70 to 80%. When you learn 100%, when you teach others, so when you want to learn something, when you teach others, you will learn. This is a Edgar cone of experience. And when you look at, we are having different sensory organs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. And when you look at these 5 sensory organs, and I will let you know the statistics, 87% of your learning through your eyes. Visuals only. I will give an example. If I say apple, will it come the sound or will it come the color, the visuals? Which one come? The visuals will come. If I say a pen, if I say a bike, whatever, if I say, the most of the learning, what you have done, the visuals are the primary. So 87% of your learning are through your eyes, and 11% through your ears, and remaining 2% of your learning happen through other 3 sensory organs. So here we are going to activate all these 5 sensory organs, and how it will be done. Just sit in a place. You can identify the 5 things in your room. Just open your hand. You can able to say, I can able to see the monitor. I can able to see my mobile phone. I can able to see the water bottle. I can able to see my tie. I can able to see the a pen holder over there. So you can just look at that. The 5 things you can able to see. The next one is you have to practice 4 things you can able to feel. Feel means you can touch and feel. For example, I'm touching my shirt and I can able to feel, and I can touch my face and I can able to feel, and I can touch the laptop, I can able to feel, and I can able to touch my hair, I can able to feel. So you can feel any 4 things, and you can able to hear 3 important sound in your room. So what are the sounds I can able to hear? I can able to hear when I'm concentrating. I can able to see the fan sound, and in my next room someone is watching the TV. Yeah, there is a car sound I can able to sense. So these are the 3 sounds I can able to hear, and 2 smells. So I'm having the hand, I can able to smell, and I can able to take my pen and then smell. So 2 smells you can able to practice, and 1 taste. Generally, when you have the sweets, you can able to eat, or else just you can able to taste it. So here, this sensory grounding technique is a very popular technique. While we are doing so, we have to slowly breathe out, and we have to label. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how you can able to. And whenever, as I told, whenever you want to be anchoring your concentration to the studies, and before the examinations, while you want to concentrate, I can use these techniques and highly effective the brain technique. You can use it for increasing your attention and concentration. And many of the student teacher, when you go to the classroom, you can able to find out the students are the one, the troublemakers. Troublemakers, and the beginning teachers, experienced teachers, anyhow they can able to handle the student. But the younger teachers you are the one who struggle a lot when you are not aware about it, what to do with the students. So that time you can use these techniques, and they also enjoy to practice these things, and it won't take much of the time. So you can use it for 3 to 5 minutes before starting your class. And there are some teachers I know, when they go entering into the classroom, they will start A, B, C, D, E, F, Z. No need. Covering syllabus is not a role of teachers. Covering syllabus is not a role of the teachers. We are there to ensure, and we are vomiting, I can say. Many of the teachers are just vomiting, and they never ensure that whether the content reaches all the respondent. For primary level, higher secondary level, higher secondary level, it is the duty of the learner, they have to learn, not the role of the teachers. That's why tertiary level, when you look at that, mostly a lecture method only. Because when you are having interest, then you are coming for the higher education. So where you are not to make a much effort, but when it comes to the primary level and middle level, you need to have a much effort, use more sensory activating and the aids that they call teaching aids. You must use, increase the attention and concentration. And here is another study which is proven by many studies. I don't know how many of you are. I think you are all blessed. You are there in Wayanad. I think you are more exposed to greenery, and greenery has the power of minimizing your anxiety. Okay, minimizing your anxiety. Okay, and here the brief nature or green view breaks that they call as an attention restoration technique. Attention restoration technique. But when you look at the concrete jungle in Chennai and other Bangalore places, when you turn somewhere, you can able to see the only concrete. I've given one of the study which was done by the researchers, and two of the patients with chronic illness were admitted in a hospital, and one person given an opportunity with a window where he can able to see that, witness that nature through the window. And another person is in a room where all the four walls are covered and he is not able to see the nature. And what they found that the recovery rate of the person who are there in the nature exposed to person is very quick, and he is very cordial with the caretakers. On the other hand, when you look at them, irritability was highly found in the person who is not exposed to the nature. So here we understand that nature has a huge impact. Whenever the students are looking at the windows and the trees, just allow them and make it as a practice. And every hour, you can allow them 1 or 2 minutes. You can stop the teaching and ask them to look at the nature, trees, or whatever it may be. That's very important. You can allow them to just witness that nature, the trees or the greenery. And I remember, I don't know how many of you are aware about that, the vertical gardening, and many of the developed countries, even China, when you Google it, almost Sanghi Airport, you can Google it, Sanghi Airport in Singapore. It has many floors. In every floor, you can able to see the trees. And everywhere it is covered. And when you go to that many malls, inside you can able to see the tree. In the third floor, you can able to see a tree. A green tree, live tree, you can able to see. It's not an artificial one. And why they have done that, what they found that there are a lot of suicides and mental health problem they found among the citizens. And to minimize the anxiety of the people who are working there, minimize the stress, and they introduced. So you are already in a lovely place. You are mostly covered with nature, and you can use it. So we can focus on that instead of focusing on your devices. Just focus on the greenery nature, and 2 to 3 minutes, and at the end you can able to say, I can say 5 minutes in a day, in an hour. It is very important for them. Just it will help them to focus on the attention. It is called attention restoration. Okay, and we'll move on to the next one. Here is an vigilant reset rule. So when I don't know, okay, just imagine you are in a laboratory. Some of you may experience when I was doing my chemistry experiment, at one point of time that white color turned into pink color. Am I right? When you have done that experiment in your +1 and +2 laboratory of the chemistry lab, we can able to see. And if you miss that moment, and it will be little darker, and you will get a minus mark. We have to stop that exactly that the light pink color. And we human being make a fraction of just the attention split when it happen, and we are not able to concentrate. So this is called micro breaks. And it is very important for us. There are many studies also proven that whenever you are reading 30 to 25 to 30 minutes for a single task, take 3 to 5 minutes active break. And I hope you all know that a man with axe and he is cutting the tree. When he is failed to sharpen the axe, he cannot able to cut more trees. When you want to cut more trees and you have to sharpen your axe, here sharpening your concentration. Our brain an average time can do concentrate on particular activity 30 to 40 minutes. So here every 25 to 30 minutes, you just take a break. I'm not saying that you are not going away somewhere else. You can stand and stretch and do the brief walking. You can do now, it is on 30 minutes. You can just do that. When we go for any online exercises, we used to give on some exercises like this. So, and these active break will help us to move on to that. Continue that attention. We don't feel bored about it. We feel more engaging and we'll be more attentive. And micro breaks are very, very important for us. 3 to 5 minutes we can able to take. And I hope this is a very popular cognitive technique. Whenever cognitive overload, just imagine I'm holding many things in my head. At one point of time, it doesn't. We can call it overload, no? And we have to remove that overload. The same way, and there is a method called Pomodoro method. So when the I remember that the people who are studying for competitive examinations, throughout the day they will study. I'm not saying about you are studying about the course. You will have the classes and you may not study at some point of time, or during the examination time only we'll study. But the highly competitive examinations, we can. I remember that there are many places in my native. You can Google it. Study circle for competitive examinations in Madurai. In the corporation, there are many places. Government itself made it. Many people go there and study for the examinations. So how we can do that? 25 and 5. Every 25 minutes, you have to study. Then you have to take a 5 minutes break. And it must be every 25, you can do that. So sometime, how extent you can able to go for a break? They suggested in Pomodoro, when we are avoid the cognitive overload, what you can do that you can be able to use 15 to 20 minutes also some occasions. Some occasions you can go for 15 to 20 minutes. And one task per cycle. Why they are insisting one task at a time? Even though you may be on multitasking, I remember that there are many people, they listen to music and they will write it. Someone will do the massage and they will read. Don't do that. Don't do that. And it won't help us. Our brain is wired. We can able to concentrate one activity at a time. One activity at a time. We cannot able to, even for example, we cannot able to hear two songs from two different ears. When you hear the both songs at the same time, then you cannot able to recollect any one of the songs. You cannot. You will fail in that. So avoid multitasking. And whenever you found that distractions, that we need to be know when the distractions are coming. So you can note it down and try to find a way you can able to overcome the distractions. So that is this method is called Pomodoro. You can Google it. They are giving that your worksheets also. If possible, at the end, I do share a worksheet with the principal sir, and you can able to collect from me. You can use these things. Nowadays, you can able to get these materials. And if then it is an anti-distraction plan. So we have to automate our self-control. Self-control means there are many of my students, they will procrastinate. Whenever I say, do right now, and they will say, sir, can you give me tomorrow? When I'm asking tomorrow, sir, sorry, sir, I had a few engagement in my family. Can you give me one more day? If I come the next day, he will say, he will be absent. When he come on the third day, I will be absent, and fourth, he will come and, sir, I forgot. You were not there. I was not there. I totally forgot. Can you give me one more day? So it is called procrastination. See, implementation intention is something. There are some of the members, they study only when they complete the work, otherwise they won't do it. So here, the best thing is distractions are the main. Identify the two important distractions cues you are having. For example, notification. Just disable the notification in your mobile phone. Whenever the friend is knocking or something, you just identify, have the plan. Whenever you going for a studies or concentrate on something, stay away from the mobile phone. Just imagine that you are talking to me. I'm having the mobile phone in my hand. I'm asking, yeah, you can tell me. I'm just look at here. I'm taking here, which means you'll not say it completely converse with me. At one point of time, you will stop that, and you will understand that this person is not giving importance to me. You'll say, I'm not giving importance to you. Then, for simply holding the mobile phone, I'm not doing anything at all. So it has a huge distraction for us for concentrating our academic component. I think not only for the teachers like you and me, even for the parents, it is a very big, what we can say, speed breaker for us to concentrate and move on sustaining the concentration in our studies. So do these things, and which was proven by the previous studies. Okay, I'll move on to the next two. Next one here. I'm going to add on a few more strategies we can able to see. Sorry, I'll move on to the third one. Okay. Stimulus control. Any one of the members, can you unmute yourself where you heard about that SR control? Stimulus control. SR theories, stimulus and response. When you look at the Ivan Pavlov, P.F. Skinner, and all the theories, they are talking about these things. And I used to say to my students that, how many of you having the habit of studying at your bedroom? Please avoid that. You cannot able to. It is for your sleeping, not for your studies. Not for your studies. So we have to use the stimulus control study environment. There are people, they use all the snacks around them and they keep the book and they will study. So how you need, the study table must be very clean and clear and more aesthetic in nature. And some places, whenever you go to, you feel that okay, this is the right place for me to study. Why people are insisting go to the library? It's not a messy, it is very clean, and they will ask you to be silent. So that environment itself creates us to focus. Remove the things which you felt are not necessary in your table and move it. Keep your mobile phone staying away from you. There are many apps are there that will blocks that thing. I used to say, when you go to that digital well-being, wherever you found that your the app you are using for a particular process, you can just stop it. I enable those things, and it is another important technique. You can use it for your practice. Okay. Goal chunking with priority routes. In study, I will let you know. Just imagine if I'm asking you to read for 50 pages. 50 pages. 50 pages. So when I'm exaggerating these things, it is very difficult for me to read. But when you look at on the 50 pages, how many keywords may be there in the 50 pages? Maybe around 25 to 30 keywords. And that 30 keywords are expanded into 50 pages. And now we can chunking into 20, I'm going to study only 35 or 25 keywords alone and its meaning. And that's very important, this technique. The goal chunking with priority. When we are reading, there is one is called scanning and skimming. When you read that the whole content, we need to identify that very important keywords we will underline. Am I right? The keywords we will underline. Once we underline and we will expand them, that we can call as thinking. So define the theme what you're going to break into chunk. Okay. It has, for example, in any topic, for example, Paulo's classical conditioning theory, where we need to study biography and the experiment and application. So I'm chunking into three part of the theory. What is the biography? He is a physician and he interested to know about that saliva secretion and what are the studies he has, what are the other animals he has studied, we'll say. And accidentally, the experiment with the dogs and the bell sound, and that will be the experiment. Third one is applications. Spontaneous recovery, generalization, inhibition, extinction. So these are the applications of the theory. So we have to chunk that the whole theory into different parts. So that will help us to focus and concentrate, and we can able to recollect those information later on. And this method is proven by most effective in 2002. The next one is metacognitive attention. I don't know how many of you are aware about that. The cognition, I hope you all know that. Cognition means, cognitive means being aware about what is going around us. There is a sound, you are hearing my lecture, and we are focusing on that. Metacognition is about thinking about thinking. That we can say metacognitive attention. So which will we have to do that every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, we have to focus 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, less than, just we have to reset, and 90 seconds we have to breathe or stretches, we can do that. Micro goal, and you can come back. You can come back. It is another important technique, you can use it. And I can stop here. I think the other techniques you can get it from your principal. And don't think that only these techniques are effective. Why I given so many techniques, when you go to the sweet stall, you can able to see lot of sweets are arranged in a sweet stall, and you may like more specifically particular sweet alone. Somebody like halwa, somebody like jalebi, somebody like rasgulla, and all the art sweets. So I'm given there are many techniques, and when you're practicing one by one, when you taste it and you feel that it is the most good for you, and then you can able to use it. Same way, there are many techniques are there for increasing attention concentration, and you can select the one you feel most connected to you, and you feel that it is an effective, and you can able to practice. So again, thank you, Dr. Sunit Kumar sir, for the wonderful opportunity. I think lovely intro by Sri Rajesh sir. Thank you so much, sir. And if you have any questions and comments, you are most welcome.
Students, any doubts? Just ask. Hello, students. Anybody have any doubts? You just ask. No doubts?
Yeah, okay.
Sir. No doubts, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay. I also welcome Dr. Ms. Geeta, Chairman CTF, Kerala chapter, invited to speak a few words. Ma'am.
Okay,
Geeta,
thank you.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I am not
Okay.
Ms. Geeta, I am MS Geeta. MS Geeta, okay?
Oh, okay.
My
Yeah.
initials are
Okay, I know that.
Okay.
No, ma'am. Okay, no problem.
Okay. Dear Dr. Sunil Kumar, congratulations on delivering certain brain techniques which include some practical strategies that can help students to enhance their concentration. You have explained 10 techniques which help the students gain attention. And it is fascinating how small changes in habits, like mindfulness, can significantly improve the student's attention span.
Yes.
In many of the schools and colleges nowadays, the teachers have the tendency to take this mindfulness exercise. In your college also, Dr. Sunit, you can give instruction to the teachers to practice a 10-minute or 5-minute activity for the students in each classroom every day before the classes begin. I am happy to congratulate the organizers for arranging such effective and beneficial class for the students of your college. Thank you, Dr. Sunit and Dr. Suresh Kumar, for explaining the 10 effective strategies or techniques to help students improve their attention. Thank you. It was a very nice class. It was a very effective class. And I know you, I have heard your classes also earlier.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
teacher. Okay, thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, Rajeshri, ma'am, are you here, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay, ma'am. I
Okay.
will invite you to speak a few words, ma'am.
It was a very wonderful session because wonderful means it's a useful session. We are actually, we know some of the techniques, but still we are not using or practicing it in our classrooms. But this was an inspiring session also. So I think that many of the teachers will start doing this in their classroom, and students are also there. They can also use them themselves. So very happy to see this program continuing in a meticulous manner. Congratulations to the organizers, and also happy to see you all, even the faculty members of the College of Education Sultan Bathery. Thank you very much. As well, I also congratulate the presenter also, the resource person. It was a very useful and effective class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Okay, ma'am. Then I invite you, our student coordinator, Bhavana M, for giving a lot of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Marbacelis College of Education Sultan Bathery and the Internal Quality Assurance, it is my privilege and pleasure to propose the vote of thanks for today's enlightening online webinar on the topic Brain Technique for Improvement of Attention and Concentration among Students. First and foremost, I extend my grateful to our resource person, Dr. Suresh Kumar Murugesan, Assistant Professor of Department of Psychology, the American College, Madurai, Tamilnadu, for sharing your valuable time and insight with us. Sir, your talk was truly inspiring and informative. It provided us with practical techniques of psychological approaches and to enhance our focus on concentration. We are deeply thankful for your engaging presentation and valuable contribution. Our sincere thanks to our respected principal, Dr. Sunit Kumar GN, for the consistent guidance and encouragement and continuous support in organizing such an academic enrichment programs. We also express our gratitude to Professor Rajeshwari K, Association of International Researchers of Indian Origin, and Dr. M.S. Geeta, Chairman of Council for Teacher Education Foundation, Kerala chapter, for their collaboration and support in making this program possible. A special words of appreciation to our program convener, Mr. Rajesh Kumar KK, Assistant Professor in Commerce, for his effort and coordination in successful conducting this webinar. A heartfelt thanks to all our faculty members, students, and all participants who are jointly vertical to make this online section meaningful and interactive. Once again, thank you all for your active participation in cooperation. Let us carry out forward the valuable ideas shared today and put them into a practice in our academic and personal life. Thank you all and have a wonderful evening.
Okay, good.
Okay, thanks.
Dear participants,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, dear participants, I already give a link to that chat box. You just fill that that link, and then you get that certificates. Okay. Feedback from